Thank you very much for joining us today in our first session of A Café with Alumni. Today I'm here with Sebastian. He is one of our Grand Diplôme alumni and he will be telling us more about his experience. So please, welcome Sebastian. How are you today?
Thanks a lot, Anna. I'm really happy being here. Hi everyone, I'm Sebastian. I'm 29 years old and I'm from Germany. I work in kitchen since I'm 19 years old, and since March 2019 I joined the Grand Diplôme till December. Right now I'm working at the Buffet Height in Piccadilly, and also during the lockdown I did several cooking classes online, and yeah, I'm happy to be here.
So, Sebastian, we have asked in our social media, and these are the questions we got. So, the first one, why did you choose to come to the Cordon Bleu London?
Well, the first time I heard about the Cordon Bleu is roughly 10 years ago, the one in Paris. But unfortunately I don't speak French, so that's why I went for London, because I also love the city and I always wanted to live here.
That's great. Thank you. So, how was your experience at the Cordon Bleu London?
Oh, my experience was very positive. The chefs, the teachers, they're really professional and they have a lot of knowledge. The students are amazing, they're from all over the world, so it's really fun talking about their cultures, about the experience and about their food.
How did the knowledge gained from the Grand Diplôme help your career?
It helped me a lot. We had many lectures about vegetables, fruits, spirits, alcohol, anything, and which expanded my knowledge about food, and it also helps you to understand how it works, how to treat all the ingredients to present in the end a beautiful dish. And I don't have that much experience when it comes to pastry, so especially during the pastry classes I learned a lot about sugar, about chocolate, how to treat it, where the differences. And in this case it was really helpful to go to the kitchen and have a huge knowledge and able to start straight away.
And how do you think that the Cordon Bleu Grand Diplôme compares to other courses?
I can't compare it to other courses in London because I only applied for the Cordon Bleu. But it's completely different, for example, how it is in Germany. But it's really good, especially if you don't have any experience. You learn all the basics at the beginning, so you expand your general knowledge. And after a while, you're able to be more creative. The teachers give you more freedom to develop your own recipes, your own dishes. And in the end, after the Grand Diplôme, you have a really good knowledge about everything, which is really helpful.
What is the best experience or best things you learned in the Grand Diplôme?
Well, there's not a specific things the best experience, more the whole package. I really enjoyed the lectures, as I mentioned earlier. There were also some specific classes I really enjoyed. For example, in intermediate, you go through different countries, so you cook really traditional dishes from Spain, for example, where you do paella, which was really fun. But also during pastry, you go through the basics first, and later you experience more about chocolate. So you do proper chocolate work, you do truffles, you use sugar to create completely sculptures, which is really interesting, and I haven't done it before, and also really useful. And also it's really interesting because there are so many people from different countries, and just to talk about food, talk with the chefs about the food and their experience, and it's just a big joy, and it was a great time.
What is an average day on the course like?
So usually the day is about 6 to 9 hours. In the morning we have a demonstration where the chef shows us the new dish we're going to cook, which takes 3 hours in general. And if the students have any questions, they're just going to answer it, so we can be really comfortable when we're going for it. And we're doing all the notes. After the demonstration, we have the practical class. So literally the dish we were shown by the chef, we just have to cook. We have 2 to 2.5 hours time for this. And after this, we present our dish to the chef, and he will grade us on 5 different levels. And also on some days we have lectures where we talk about fruit, vegetables, wine, or also about flowers, for example, about nuts and all the allergens and hygiene and safety. So we literally cover everything.
So what did you find most challenging during your time at the Cordon Bleu London?
Well, to be completely honest, I'm privileged because I have experience before in the kitchen. I had difficulties with the hygiene and safety test because the laws are just different, also the products. But in general, I really liked it and enjoyed the time. But some other colleagues, they might have problems with the times because it's 9 hours in the end. Also with the speed, because you have to hurry up at some point, especially at the beginning you have time, but you have to work really precise, and there's no time to have rest at some point. So this might be challenging, but if you really love it, so it's completely worth it and you will enjoy it.
Has completing the diploma given you a wider range of scope when looking for work?
Well, Le Cordon Bleu is a really famous school, and many chefs heard about it or even went to Cordon Bleu. So when I applied here in London for different restaurants, they already knew about the school and they're always really happy to hire students from Le Cordon Bleu. So it really helps you when you're looking for jobs. Otherwise, in my case, I always knew what I wanted, so I'm just going for it. But if you're, for example, not sure what you want to do next, what your next step is, all the chefs are like happy to help you out and they support you as much as possible.
That's great. Was it hard to learn so much so quickly?
It's not really hard, but if you really like what you're doing, it's more about fun. It is a lot at some point. In the beginning, you have still time, but it just gets more and more. So you also have to spend some time after school, do some learning, but it's completely helpful, useful, and in the end, for the exams, they're just asking things you learned during the classes. But I wouldn't say it's too much or it's too difficult if you like it and enjoy it.
So in your opinion, what is the best part of studying at Le Cordon Bleu London?
The reason why I went to Cordon Bleu London is because Le Cordon Bleu is like one of the biggest culinary networks in the world. And it doesn't matter where I go, there's always like, for example, there's another school, even if it's in Paris, if it's in Tokyo, or even if it's not, like there are chefs all around the world who used to be students at Cordon Bleu or teachers at Cordon Bleu. So it's really helpful if you don't know to what city or what country you want to go, because it's like always connected and it's really helpful.
Is the diploma enough training to go into a role as a professional chef?
Well, absolutely, Anna. It's like, I had previous experience, as I mentioned, but many of my friends who also joined my class went straight away into fine dining restaurants, and at the beginning it's different because you can't compare school to like proper work, but you have the experience, you know what you have to do, and I guess like the first maybe 1 or 2 weeks might be a little bit difficult, but at some point you just go straight into it and you can absolutely go for it.
And now something that everybody wants to know. What are the exams like?
Well, the exams are, there are two kinds of exams. We have practical and theory exams. The practical ones are really fun and really exciting. During basic, intermediate and superior, we have always one exam each, where we have to cook a dish we cooked in the classes before. An exam is about like 2.5 hours long. And especially superior, you can choose your own dish. You get like ingredients, like a list of ingredients, and you can choose them. And in the end, you create your own dish, which you will present after 2.5 hours. In culinary and pastry, it's exactly the same. And then there are also the theory exams, which just covers everything you learned during the classes and courses and the lectures.
Sounds good. Thank you. What advice would you give to someone looking to follow your footsteps?
I always say to myself, like, do what you love, and if you love being in the kitchen, I know it's a tough job, it's not easy, it's many hours and you have to work on days usually people are off, so I'm not going to say it's easy, but if you really like it, it's completely worth it, and always trust in yourself, believe in yourself, work on yourself. I always question myself, is it like the best way and the fastest way that I'm doing it? But also sometimes you have to know you don't have to be the best or the fastest, as long as you should work really smart, because in this case like you can save a lot of time. These days there are like so many different techniques and equipment and techniques, like there's a wide range of everything. So just trust in yourself, believe what you're doing, and you will be fine.
And now, what are your plans for the future?
I will probably stay in London for like another year, maybe 2 years, and after this I'm planning to go to Italy for like a year, maybe 1.5 years, and I'm also really interested in the Asian market, especially Japan. But at some point I will go back to Germany and maybe want to open my own restaurant or do something else, and we will see. It's an open book.
So thank you very much. We wish you all the luck, and thank you very much for joining us today. And thank you all for attending to our first Café with Alumni. We hope you enjoyed. Bye!
Thanks a lot, Anna. It was a pleasure, and I wish you all the best. Bye, guys.